Hey everyone, hope you're having an amazing day. It's RsSavage, and today I'll be showing you guys the fastest methods on gaining chimes as well as Taijutsu in the Arc. And if you guys are not too familiar with this region, these are just two currencies you can use for some amazing rewards such as the Bonecrusher Upgrade, which I'll be showing you guys in this video, as well as I have made another video I can link in the card, so in the top right you guys can click on it and check it out. But I will also be showing you guys the most effective way to gain Taijutsu, which is very important, and I'll be showing you guys what the Uncharted island maps do, the green, blue, and the red ones, just as a quick overview of them. But without further ado, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into the video. To start things off, in order to access the Arc, you are going to have to complete the Impressing the Locals mini quest, and I will leave a link to a YouTube as well as a wiki guide in the description below for you guys to complete. But right now, I'm in Port Sarim. You can use the mini map in the bottom right to see that the lodestone is over there. All you have to do is head north and then east to the first dock over here, and I'm located right next to this quartermaster, which we will be using to travel over to the Waiko Island. And this page will show you all of the Arc islands right here, which we will be using this island up here later on in the video, so you guys can stay tuned to find out why. I haven't really found out much about these other islands and the importance of them, but if I do find out, I will let you guys know about that. But once we head over to Waiko, this is again the kind of main island you're going to be using well at the Arc. And then next we'll be going over the Uncharted islands, where you will be using your like green, blue, and red maps. So once we head over here, you guys are going to want to get your Arc journal. You can just talk to a Sharkborn right here to get that, and it's going to be pretty convenient. You can just right click it and teleport to Port Sarim for unlimited teleports, and you can just quickly access the Arc by that method. And then next I'll be showing you guys over here, we have the supplies, which you guys can get every day. And if you are unable to collect supplies for a certain day, if you don't get online, you can wait and it will stack up to 50 supplies that you can collect at one time. But instead I'll be collecting these, which I collected yesterday, and I was just able to gain 5 supplies just like that, which is pretty nice. If you guys are wondering what these supplies are used for, you do use them to access the Uncharted islands, just like those green, blue, and red maps. So when you're out of those, you can use your supplies to head over there and gain your chimes in Taijutsu, which I'll be showing you guys that in just a moment. But another way to gain some supplies is over here right next to the supply crate. You can actually buy some supplies, which is pretty nice. However, you will have to spend 25 chimes for each supply, which is quite expensive. And to get some of those chimes, I will also show you how to farm them pretty quick later on in the video, so stay tuned for that. But once we're done over there, we actually have a contract person right over here where you can gain some more chimes as well. So they will give you tasks that you do have to complete on the Uncharted islands. And here is the reward shop. I would say the most important thing on the Waiko Island, and there are just some amazing rewards in here, noticeably the Bonecrusher Upgrade, which will allow you to auto pick up featured bones while you're doing some Slayer or any bossing, which is absolutely amazing. And I hope you guys make a lot of money. And my favorite place to use this has to be Frost Dragons. You can just collect them super fast without even having to pick up anything, which is awesome. And then over here we do have some other nice upgrades. You can increase your supply cap, which is pretty nice. If you guys are collecting supplies every day and you want to just do a big run one day where you're going to the Uncharted Islands, you can do that. And then there's just a bunch of other stuff that I haven't really unlocked yet, but maybe in the future I will do that. And then another amazing thing I've been working on right now is getting my Hunter outfit, because I will be working on 120 Hunter with my protein traps. So this outfit will help a lot with that, make the time go by a lot faster. And then we also have a tier 70 hybrid set right here. Not too sure how good this is. Maybe it could be beneficial for some Iron Men, but I wouldn't worry about it too much if you are a main account. And then we also have some customizations, which aren't too important, and then some consumables if you guys want to teleport to certain islands just a little bit quicker. But still, you can use the ship over there with the quartermaster to get to the island, so these aren't really needed whatsoever. And then we do have some XP lamps, which seem pretty expensive. I'm not too sure if those would be worth it, but by the looks of it, they probably won't be, because it does take probably an hour or two to gain 2,000 chimes. So I would probably stick to just unlocking some of these upgrades over here. The Bonecrusher upgrade probably first, and then head over and get your hunter outfit after that. Then working our way around the circle, you can see there's a bunch of these merchants who will buy the supplies that you farm up from the Uncharted Islands, which is pretty nice. This is how you're going to be able to sell your stuff to gain more chimes. And you can see some of the stock in here. I believe I sold to them, so that's why this stuff in here, such as the bamboo, I will be showing you guys how to get a bunch of that to make a lot of chimes per hour. And then, wow, there's just a bunch of stuff in here. These are all the shops you're going to be needing to use after you finish your islands to sell stuff to. Right before we head over to the Uncharted Islands, I'm going to be briefly talking about the maps that you can use instead of supplies to get over there. So starting out with the green Uncharted Island map, you can buy this for 800,000 coins from the traveling merchant or found randomly while fishing at the deep sea fishing hub, giving you 4 to 6 high-level special resources on this island. And I also do have a Discord server that will tell you guys what world the traveling merchant is on, as well as the stock. So I will leave a link in the description to my Discord for you guys to check that out. It is a very helpful, so I would highly suggest doing that, as well as you can see a bunch of the other great rewards from the traveling merchant every day over there. And for the blue Uncharted map, you can actually get it just skilling or even PVMing, but you cannot get another one until you have actually used the one that you get. And this will grant you a 3 to 5 special resource island, which is going to be equivalent to a long voyage. And that's pretty nice to just get a free one of those while you're just like skilling or doing some Slayer. Well, you're not worried about that. So I would definitely don't destroy those and use them to get some more of the chimes in Taijutsu on the Uncharted Islands. But lastly, we have the red Uncharted Island map, and you guys might not even have seen this before because it is so rare. But you're going to have to buy a green Uncharted map from the traveling merchant to have a slight chance of getting this. And then once you are able to get it, it will bring you to an island where you can get the Tavia's fishing rod. And this might sound crazy, but it is worth 3 to 4 billion coins at the moment just for a fishing rod. So if you guys are lucky enough to get that, it would just be absolutely awesome. However, the chances of getting this map are just so slim that I don't even bother buying the green map from the traveling merchant unless I really need it. But definitely for higher level players that have a lot of money and are able to spend the 800k on the map, it's probably worth it in the long run, because you'd have to buy a lot of maps before you are passing that 3 billion mark for it to not make you any profit from it. So how you use your supplies is actually pretty easy. All you have to do is head over to where I'm at by the boat at the Waiko Island, or you can also be at the Port Sarum and just talk to that guy that you used to travel over to Waiko. But actually at the top, you're going to want to click Uncharted Islands and then pick the voyage that you want. And after a lot of research and testing, I found out that the long voyages are best for the fastest taijutsu, while the short voyages are best for just more taijutsu. And it is definitely going to be a lot more effective to use that route and just save up your supplies and go on a bunch of these short voyages to gain the most taijutsu. So I would highly suggest doing that. I did go on a bunch of long voyages myself because I wasn't too familiar with this and I had to learn it and figure it out. But now I'm here to tell you guys that the short ones are the best for the most taijutsu in the long run. And then you guys can also see I'm picking up some wood because you can actually use this to sell at the Waiko Island in the middle. The wood person where the bamboo is at will actually buy it for you for 1 chime each. So you guys can pick that up if you guys want some extra chimes. But there's also a bunch of skilling methods here, most of them requiring like 90 plus. So if you guys would like to train here and also gain some chimes, you can go ahead and do that. But I just prefer to do a few other methods that I will be showing you. Now I'll be showing you guys an alternative method to gaining chimes very fast. If you guys are out of your green or blue maps and you don't have supplies to go on the Uncharted Islands to gain chimes that way, this is a great method. So you can see I'm at the Waiko Island, which is kind of the main one. At the center, I just set up my old coil next to these chickens because you can actually sell their eggs and their meat to the person right next to me, and you will get some chimes that way. So this method is pretty fast, and I did enjoy it a little bit. And then over here for the next method, we have just cutting down the bamboo kind of next to that spot with the chicken chickens are, but you do need 90 wood cutting to cut this kind of bamboo, and then the golden bamboo that's on the islands does require 96, but this one's pretty good because obviously you don't have to spend supplies to get to the bamboo, and then you can also use your signs of the porters to send this to your bank and then bundle it up and sell it that way. And when you do bundle it up, you gain double the chimes. So I highly suggest you guys do that. Another pretty important thing to mention is that the person at the Waiko Island will buy your bamboo for just a little bit less chimes. So you guys are going to want to head over to the island I'm heading over to now. And when you sell in bulk, this kind of one per bundle increase is going to be pretty nice. You can see I'm going to sell my 200 bundles and gain at 200 extra chimes, which is kind of nice. And if you guys have a lot more than I'm doing here, it could save you quite a bit of time. So I highly suggest doing that. It just takes a little bit to run over there, but it's not too whatsoever. Lastly, I would have to say the fastest method to gain chimes would have to be ED1 token farming over at Temple of Amanishi. You can see right here, we are over at the entrance. And once again, you have to have impressing the locals to do this, but you already have that done if you have access to the Ark. But this method is a very good. It might take a little bit higher requirements to get through these mobs because you need a lot of HP, but you can do these in groups of 3, which is pretty nice. Probably find some people at World 2 over at ED3. You can kind of ask them if they want to do some token farming. I found that to be pretty helpful, and then you guys can do this. And the other methods were kind of like 1 to 2,000 chimes per hour doing the chickens and the bamboo, but I would say this is closer to 2 to 3,000 chimes per hour if you're a higher level. So it's going to be awesome. And then you can just come over to this chest and your chimes should be in here. You can just take them out and convert them to your currency. Well, that's all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you did enjoy. And I know I haven't been uploading much recently, and I do apologize for this. I've been very busy and have only had a little bit of time on the weekends to put into my videos. So I'll be trying to post maybe every week or every other week, and I will try my best for you guys. I really appreciate the support, and we're almost at 1,000 subscribers, which is absolutely crazy. It just means so much to me that you guys like the videos and you always subscribe. So thank you guys so much for that, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.